Holy wow, what an insane hockey game. So if you didn't watch this one, at this point in the game, Canada was up 3-2. But with the US pressing hard, they got Canada all tangled up, and Jackson Blake ties the game. However, not so fast. Canada challenges the play for goaltender interference. And as we get another look at it, Blake was no doubt in the crease here, but in my opinion, watching this one, especially in real time, this appeared to be a good goal to me, if I'm honest. With that said, Canada's challenge would pay off, and the goal got overturned. And I immediately had to take a look at the rules here, hoping that Rule 150 of the IIHF rulebook would shed some light. And it states, this rule is based on the premise that an attacking player's position, whether inside or outside the crease, should not, by itself, determine whether a goal should be allowed or disallowed. In other words, goals scored while attacking players are standing in the crease may, in appropriate circumstances, be allowed. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, yeah, looks like a good goal to me. However, if you read further, goals should be disallowed only if an attacking player, either by his positioning or by contact, impairs the goaltender's ability to move freely within the crease or defend his goal. Later on in the rule, it states, the overriding rationale of this rule is that a goaltender should have the ability to move freely within his goal crease without being hindered by the actions of an attacking player. And that's where I think things get a little dicey. Now you can see Blake's skate does touch Milich's pad here. Pretty soft in my opinion, but he clearly does make contact. And whether intentional or not, the whole either by his positioning or by contact impairs the goaltender's ability to move freely within his crease or defend his goal is what leads me to believe this was definitely, again, soft, but probably the right call to make. Now, in the NHL, I think this goal would probably count. But the IIHF seems to be much more strict with their rules, and he definitely makes contact. And so if you're going to be very black or white about it, this is probably the right call. Either way, this was a heartbreaking call for the US. This would have tied the game during a time where things were going against them. See, Canada came out looking pretty terrible in my opinion, as in the first 5 to 10 minutes, the US looked completely dominant, getting up by 2 fairly quickly, as Cooley, the US's leading goal scorer, was able to snuff one out. The puck actually hits his leg, but in a bit of a lucky bounce, I guess, it gets to his stick, and the US is up early. Then, about 10 minutes later, Brindley leaves a rebound for Kenny Connors, who puts the US up by a pair. Now, I will say at this point, Canada appeared to finally wake up, coming back to life, and who else other than Connor Bedard gets Canada on the board. With a great pass from Del Mastro here, Connor Bedard scores his 9th of the tournament. And just quickly after the goal, I saw this unbelievable tweet. Bedard, at this point, had scored or assisted on 65% of all of Canada's goals. Just an insane thing to think about. But let's move on to the second. And right out of the gate, Canada just outworks the US, winning the faceoff, and a shot produces a rebound, and Stankoven, attacking the net, ties it up just 47 seconds into the period. Not 5 minutes would go by, and Canada, from their own zone, works the puck up the ice beautifully, and Fantilli gives Canada their first lead of the game. This was just great work by Canada here, getting it up the ice from their own zone, then getting the puck airborne. This awesome pass by Fantilli gets it across ice to Dean. A tasty backhanded pass by Dean, and Tyler Boucher gets stuck watching the puck, allowing Fantilli to get position on him and gets Canada up. With that, it gets us back to this goalie interference, and again, the US appears to score here in a crucial time of the game to kill some of Canada's momentum, but a real tough call goes against them, and Canada, taking advantage of a deflated US team, would double their lead as Waugh is able to get a read on a bouncing puck, scoops it up, and on the backhander gets his goal. And this was actually nearly offside, but Bedard is able to just keep it on, and also just a hilarious moment here as the fan leaves his buddy hanging. Oof, it's alright. Only the entire nation saw this one. Heading into the third now, the ice had completely tilted in Canada's favor, scoring 4 unanswered, and the US needed to turn this thing around quickly. And they did just that. Off of the face-off again, they throw the puck at the net, and the stick goes flying with it. Chaos ensues, and the US would score. But again, Canada would challenge this one. Now, on the replay, this one left much less to debate, as this one was no doubt a no goal in my opinion. The puck is under Milich's pad here, and McGroarty comes in and pushes him. The puck comes loose and then goes in. But again, I don't think there's a whole lot of drama here or debate with this call, but just again, a backbreaker for the US, considering how that first one went. For it to happen again, I mean, I can understand the frustration here. A little later on, Canada would capitalize on a tired US group, Fantelli's shot leaves a huge rebound, and Brant Clark gets Canada up 5-2. And you would think at this point things are a little out of reach, but in the World Juniors, I mean, you never know. The U.S. would pull their netminder, but Waugh ices this one for Canada as he gets a sneaky takeaway, and Canada secures their 4th consecutive gold medal game with a 6-2 win. But wow, gonna be a lot of talking about this one for some time, I'd imagine. Now, earlier today, the Swedes lost an absolute heartbreaker today as well, as with just 38 seconds to go, up by 1, David Spacek passes one to David Jurček, and the Czechs push it to overtime. Then, despite some amazing chances by Sweden, Czechia, again with a late overtime goal, scores as Kulik secures a shot at gold. Sweden will face the U.S. for the bronze medal game tomorrow, and Canada will face off against Czechia to try to avenge their loss earlier in the tournament. Now, Czechia and Canada will play for the first time since 1985, as they've met in 1982 and in 85, both of which Canada was able to win. But with all of that said, I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and let me know, do you disagree with me? Was this a good goal? I want to hear what you have to say.